I had a good upbringing, but my mum and dad split up when I was 12, which really had a big effect on me. Growing up as a teenager was really hard, feeling a bit insecure because of the breakup. I went on to experiment with different drugs, ecstasy, weed. I got myself into a relationship. Wasn't good from the start off, but I was very vulnerable and I fell pregnant, but when I was 5 months, I got a water infection. They rushed me into hospital. The infection had spread into my blood, causing septicemia. And I was only very young, so that they didn't really give me any information. They pushed me in a room with a cross on the wall, and I said, if I have my baby now, will it live? And the nurse just shook her head and walked away. A doctor had come in and he'd tell me that Jesus loved me and that Jesus had my son, and he'd pray for me. I looked at the cross on the wall and I said, why are you doing this to me? I fell into deeper addiction after this trauma and I ended up on heroin. I went to prison. When I come out of prison, I had no hope. I was willing to die. I just wanted to die. I didn't want to live anymore. But I wanted to get clean, and I just knew that I needed to come off these drugs. I met a doctor who said he'd help me come off heroin. Later on, he'd say he was a Christian and that he was praying for me. And then again, that was another doctor that God used to speak to me. And also my Auntie Eve, she'd stop me in the streets and, Kelly, there's a way out, God loves you. And I just used to think she was crazy, you know, I didn't understand. Later on, I come off heroin and I come off methadone. My partner at the time, he was abusive in what he'd say and do. I had depression. I just felt like I just didn't want to live anymore. I just cried out, Lord, if you are real, you need to come and show me because I'm done. And the next day, my auntie come round and she just said, oh, I really feel like I should pray. And my eyes were rolling like, oh, here we go, my crazy auntie. As soon as my auntie began to pray, I felt my body just raise up off the floor and go up to the ceiling. And I opened my eyes to see if my feet were still on the floor. And I said, what's that? And my auntie said, Kelly, don't be afraid, that's God. That was God showing me that He's really, really real. It wasn't an easy ride. I've had to deal with things with God. But I went from darkness, total darkness, to His glorious light. And now He's given me a compassion to get alongside other people who are stuck in darkness like I was. I had no hope. And now He just moves through me to speak to people, and being able to just come around people and show them God's light and give them that hope. I really felt in my spirit, you know, this is it. God's calling me into ministry. It's really propelled me into maturity. It's brought me closer to God. And now He's using me, you know, to reach people who have known me all my life, but have seen what God's done. It's preaching the gospel, but without even speaking. God promises to be with us. It doesn't say it's going to be easy. It doesn't say that we're never going to go through trials and other sufferings. We can come alongside people and support them, you know, pray for them. It's like standing in the gap for people when you know that they can't themselves.